Up next, playing favorites. My personal favorite song to write on the entire thing, like lyrically and production wise, it's pretty good too. I think it's one of the main like calling card songs. Like you know how everybody's got their one hit whatever, they're known for like their really big songs. Well, in my mind, playing favorites is one of those for me because I liked writing it. I liked bringing everything together in order to make it what it is. It also came with a VIP edit because I figured out how to make it work beyond just the original song. So here we go, playing favorites. Round and round, man, it just don't stop. Gotta play the game, gotta keep a rotation. Wanna love them all, I can never play favorites. Bop, 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 bop. Round and round, man, it just don't stop. Numbers on the board, people stay hating. Wanna love them all, and I never play favorites. Hotline ringing off, name keep ringing off. New day, neighbors need they sleep, turn the singing off. In the dance hall again, hit my line, call bounce back, don't call again. Jason laced me with the lineup, gala sign up, she know the vibes, tell her line up. Living like my time's up, gala sign up, they know the vibes, tell them line up. Mix it, bop, 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 bop. Round and round, man, it just don't stop. Gotta play the game, gotta keep a rotation. Wanna love them all, I can never play favorites. Bop, 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 bop. Round and round, man, it just don't stop. Numbers on the board, people stay hating. Wanna love them all, and I never play favorites. Miami in the morning, you can put $1 million on it. If I got it, I won't flaunt it. So, that's playing favorites, and it's one of my favorites just because once I figured out how it was gonna come together, like, okay, I'm sitting on these verses. I've got these, I need a hook. I have like a basic drum pattern. I don't have a whole lot else. That's when it's time for me to get out of live and just start doing some research, read some books, read literally anything, go to parties, just live a little, let the ideas come to me, let it percolate, do something that's actually dope not not repeated easily, like something unique to me. Or flip side, do something that's like a general feeling or just general across the board of humanity, and then just make it something really fly. And it doesn't have to be specific. You can just go with a vibe. Anyway, let's talk. Like, my chorus is my chorus. I know everything is tagged as ad-libs, even though that's not. That's just a labeling thing that I pay no attention to, and this is kind of the strike against doing everything by yourself inside the DAW, Digital Audio Workstation, for those that don't know, because people will always throw around DAW like you know what that is. So, my chorus, here are my drums. Back. So, what I do here is to just come in swinging, make it a literal banger. That's why the claps are like what they are, because it's just like different clap samples doing different clap sample things. Yeah. Generally that. Some percussion, because again, I'm sourcing from all over the world. I've traveled a lot as a DJ, and I felt like it was only fair that I bring that into the music specifically for Coastal and Coastal Plus, because like just doing standard rap beats, I could do that, and I might do that in the future, but in this particular project's case, it's like, hey, I kind of owe it to myself, even though this is a project for everybody and it's supposed to work on the dance floor and it's supposed to work for these music supervisors. It's kind of like, what breaks through when you're like flooded by a sea of everybody's rapping the same, or everybody's kind of running the same plays, as it were. So this was just my take on that. let's talk about my percussion because there's a lot going on up in here. And if you notice, there's parts where things are grayed out just because the best kinds of music to me, like you have space. Space and silence are instruments. I'm saying that now so I don't forget it for myself as well as for you. Space and silence are instruments. It's cool to just let things breathe sometimes. Give it a minute, just give it some air. See what we got up. See, like my chorus, I know what to drop in and I know what I'm going to drop out and what's really necessary. So it's kind of like riding this tightrope of multiple layers. Like you're rewarded every time you listen, you get something new. And oh, there's too much going on here and my ears don't like this. And it's not just my ears, but just generally the whoever discovers this or comes upon it, whatever way. So we have weird electronic percussion, because again, I'm always talking about like the intersection of electronic music and rap, even though they have similar origins. That's just like a little vocal hype layer, I suppose, just to keep the pace and make it so I'm not the one voice you're hearing on this thing. It's like nice to just get something else up in there, just to, you know, keep it interesting.
Just don't stop.
What we got? All right, let's talk instrumentation. So, not just yet. So, what we got up in here? Just a general flute. I don't really have a strong opinion either way on flutes, but in this case, it just kind of needed something subtle. And I hadn't used flutes before, so I was like, all right, well, I guess this is the thing, because everything else is just too much music in your face.
Hot.
Let's see what else we got. We got yawn loop, process to hell. And then, funnily enough, because this is rap music we're making after all, so rhythmic chops can take you a really long way. Chops and just thinking rhythmically, chopping your music up rhythmically, leaving space, and also hitting it with effects like halftime and a doubler, apparently, just gives it like extra vibes, extra, just that's something extra that takes your music from more than just, oh, I'm playing instruments and I'm doing loops, to, oh, now you have an arrangement. Let's talk about my bass for a second. Yep, once again, that 808 straight out of whatever. Yeah, I did it in Sublab. Sublab XL is a great program, app, plugin for sub basses. It's fantastic. Great quality. I just bounced into audio because I was just running out of room.
Like,
here's my little vocal clip that sets this whole thing off. Yeah, nothing crazy exotic, and I only used about 19 channels. I never understood the whole 100-channel project thing that people tend to do, because at some point I'm just like, how much is too much? And I generally, as a rule, try to keep mine under 20 different channels of things. Like, I have channels that I don't even use. They're just there as a default. So, that's playing favorites. One of my favorite songs to produce, write, and perform. It just took time for me to put the concept together. I want to say that I wrote part of it. I think I wrote the hook on a cruise ship, actually. So that's where the DJ thing comes from. I was getting booked on a lot of different cruise ships and like trying to bring the things that you like about clubbing and dance music and that kind of thing to an environment where that's not really rewarded. Like, they just want, like, I don't know, whatever kind of music your parents and grandparents listen to. But, you know,
I have fun. I make things fly. It's what I do, and I guess it's why they kept calling me back as long as they did, because I was just making things fun in the club, and I'm an artist. I know that people have a certain expectation of DJs to do different things, but no, not do different things. People have an expectation from DJs to be a certain way. I can play some of those parts, but I can't do all of them. I know, right? Crazy. But the parties are fun. Get your tickets where available. And when we're talking about playing favorites, here's the VIP edit. So with the VIP edit, it took me a while, and I think I was in the Bahamas for like a month just doing DJ stuff. Met up with this Brazilian singer named Amanoka, who really likes Brazilian funk, and I was thinking about like, okay, what's something I could do with playing favorites to just get it at those tempos, which is like 130 BPM. How do I play my music that high? Because originally Coastal Plus was everything was under 110. I was getting booked not only the Bahamas, but like places like Austin to play higher tempos and more like electronic dance music. And in order to fill that, hey, how do I throw more of my music in there? Enter VIP edits. So I made a VIP edit for playing favorites, which worked out pretty well, I'd say. Like, people dance to it.
Round and round, man, it just don't stop. Gotta play the game, gotta keep a rotation. Wanna love them all, I can never play favorites. Hotline blinging off, name keep ringing off. New day, neighbors need they sleep, turn the singing off. Sing it off. In the dance hall again, hit my line, call, bounce back, don't call again. Jason lace me with the line up, y'all I sign up, she know the vibes, tell her wind up. Living like my time's up, y'all I sign up, they know the vibes, tell them line up. Bop, 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 bop. Round and round, man, it just don't stop. Gotta play the game, gotta keep a rotation. Wanna love them all, I can never play favorites. Whoop!
Right. So the revisit worked out really well. I decided to just go with the Brazilian funk angle or something like it. I'm never too sure if I completely nailed the vibe or if I just kind of got somewhere close, but I just knew that it has to sound enough like that in order for me to mix it into other songs in the DJ set that are around the same tempo, around the same like general sound. So, in the name of keeping it easy breezy, because I don't like spending a whole lot of time on remixes and edits and things like that. Like, it keeps my production sharp, but also I got other things to do. And this literally has to be like a 5-minute idea. No dawdling, because I could be making original songs with that. But because this is my original song, just reinterpreted, I felt like, okay, I can give it an extra 7 minutes rather than 5. So, what are we working with here? Bop, 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 bop. So, I went from 80 something BPM to about 130, as you can see over here. So, that's like time stretching all my vocals. I did not want to write new verses for this. It was not that serious. Something did get new verses. We'll get to that in a bit. So, what are we working with? Yep. Bye.
Gotta play the.
Alright, nothing going on in the MIDI, surprisingly, here. Yeah, just one stomp. Like, rewriting the drums, I didn't want to get too into the drum work in that just because I just did not want to. So, this little funny sound right over here. I said something about you use impacts and things like that to introduce new sections and just set it off. But you're not necessarily confined to just using cymbal crashes or whatever it is. Like you can use white noise. All you have to do is make sure that it has the intended effect of getting somebody's attention. So this is white noise, if I recall correctly. It's a reversed impact. Oh, nice one, me. Yeah. So use a reverse impact. It sounded like white noise enough so that I didn't have to really do too much else. Let's see. Sped up percussion loop once again. Yep. Chopped up vocals just to keep that height going. Let's see. Yeah, like I didn't change too much out of this. I just altered the drum pattern, slowed down my vocals, just something really quick, really easy, and now I can be booked in Brazil for this one thing. I will also say I am always working on new music, so I did come back and made another song which sounds absolutely crazy, and I've not written verses to it yet, but that is incoming. That's just more like a BAILE funk flavor layer. It's not really a bass so much. I think it's like a percussion something, and then I just pitched it so it sounds kind of like a bass layer. And then here is yeah, so sometimes it goes in time, out of time, keeps it interesting, almost like you would if you were playing things live. Because humans aren't like on beat like that. So that's the playing favorites edit. Next on our journey through sound, doing what am I doing next? Yeah, it's like 12. It's like a 12-track project, and then the VIP edits. There's like 5 of those. So just strap in, get some snacks, get a water, get a burger, take your time. Pause this if you need to. We know where it's at. All right.